What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Across the Board, sponsored by MoneyBall Metrics. You have your normal Wednesday team here today. You have myself, Alpha Dog Bets, here with my guy, JD, from Line Movers, and back in action, we have Hefe from Hefe Picks. Gentlemen, what a shitty fucking day. I mean, how else am I going to intro the show today? You guys know what I'm talking about. Hefe, I'm going right over to you. How are you today? How you holding up? We aren't in the official recap yet, but you know where this is going. How are you holding up today?
I'm totally fine, to be honest with you. I'm good. I'm really not. I'm good. I mean, it is what it is.
It is what it is. Best way to put it. JD, how are you today, brother?
Well, y'all may be fine, but I am not fine, guys. It is Wednesday, and the fucking sun has not shown yet this damn week.
Still.
You fucking know me. I need my sun, man. The sun has not shown yet. I don't know how people live in those places where, like, it's just cloudy all the fucking time and just rains. I could never do it.
It's like depressing. You know what I mean? Like, the sunlight makes your day just a little bit better, even when the Knicks get absolutely blown out. So, I mean, it's time to get into our weekend recap. We're going to I keep doing that. It's not a weekend recap. We're doing our daily recap. It is the Tuesday recap on a Wednesday. JD, I'll let you start before we go to Hefe and we start talking about the Knicks. How'd you do yesterday?
And would have been a really good day, but the Diamondbacks decided to give up a touchdown to the Pirates in the 8th inning. Pirates have not scored 7 runs in a game, I don't think, in like 2 years. But footy, exactly. But besides that, was a good day. I had the big play of the day was that Knicks and Pacers game over. That was about as sweat-free as it could have possibly been.
Yep.
So, yeah, man, it was a good day.
Big day for me as well. We had a huge day in MLB. We swept our MLB 2-pack, which was awesome. We always love to do that. And then I gave out one bet on that NBA game for free as well. I gave out the Mikal Bridges over 1.5 threes. I believe he had 5 or 6 in the game, so that cashed with ease. We were all over that one, so I was happy to cash those free plays yesterday. But the big story of the day for me was that terrible Knicks performance. Hefe, over to you. What are your thoughts about the game?
Actually, it was a great day, to be honest with you. Hit on the Oilers, hit on every baseball play, almost swept the board in baseball, but Devin Williams obviously just continues to be trotted out there for what reason, I don't know, but I had the Yankees minus 1.5, and he damn near ruined that, but they won 3-2. And I mean, in the next game, I had my biggest play in the next game was Brunson's over, and that hit. And obviously, I took the Knicks on the money line, and that didn't hit. But hey, it is what it is, man. Can't win
100%. And it's not can't win it all. It's not going to win this year. It's over. I mean, I don't know if you still have hope, but the Knicks are not going to come back from being down 3-1. Tyrese Halliburton's been absolutely fantastic. The entire Pacers team has been fantastic. Even at the end of the game, they find a former Nick and Obi Toppin with 1 second on the shot clock. Knicks trying to mount a comeback, and even he bangs an open 3 where the Knicks just can't defend. They just can't defend it. I don't know if Thibodeau's the guy. Our guy, David. We haven't seen you in a while, David. Welcome back to the show. And here's David's take. You guys can see it here. Tibbs got outcoached again. Agreed. Still can't guard the 3. Agreed. And the Knicks cannot keep this fast pace. We talked about it yesterday. We talked about the Knicks needing to use their rotations and not run with the Pacers. And unfortunately, what did the Knicks do? They tried to run with the Pacers. The rotations were terrible. The substitutions were terrible. The lineups were terrible. The team was terrible. Jalen Brunson didn't shoot, I believe, with over 8 minutes left in the game. He didn't shoot for the rest of the game. So just absolutely brutal performance by the Knicks. Hefe, anything else on this before we move on? I know you don't really want to talk about this too much.
No, I mean, it's fine to talk about it. I'm really just kind of not upset. It's just to be expected, I guess. I mean, when you have a game that has 7, when you turn over the ball 17 times, you're not going to win And then when you add that their best player played his best version of his game, you're just not going to win. They
Yep.
tried to match their pace, and probably through 2 quarters, they were pretty solid with that, but it's unsustainable because that's not how we normally play. We never wanted to slow it down, and Josh Hart played a really bad basketball IQ game, in my opinion. And just once again, turnovers, 17 turnovers, 20 points off the 17 turnovers. It's really hard to win a basketball game when you're turning the ball over like that. But it's not like a gut wrenching loss like game one was. It was an expected loss. I mean, I kind of told myself we're losing that game right as that second half started. Couldn't have started the third quarter any worse. Even though there were times in the third quarter that they made it closer, they just could never get a sustained run because they were trading baskets instead of playing defense.
We always say the same thing, Hefe, when we watch games together, when we're in person. You have to see the lead. And they would get it close, but they never took the lead back. You know what I mean? We always say they have to grab the lead and then hold the lead from there. If they keep getting close and not ever getting the lead, they're not going to get it. They're going to keep staying behind. And that's exactly how it played out. We have a couple questions in the comments before we get into today's games. Red Hot Take is saying, did the Knicks just get hot at the right time, or do you think they're actually good enough to be here? They are actually good enough to be here. They're just not well enough coached to move on from where they currently are. Talent-wise, they're definitely good enough to be here. Should they have beaten Boston? No. Did Boston kind of choke? Yes. But at the same time, the Knicks do deserve to be here. They just blew their opportunity, in my opinion. And question from Pardon My J, are the Pacers actually good? Yes. We've talked about this on this show the entire postseason. We've talked about it throughout the regular season as well. They're a very talented team. I've said numerous times they don't have a true superstar. I may be wrong. Tyrese Halliburton is that guy. And they have a ton of really good role players, and they have no selfish players. They find the open man, they get in the open space, and they run and gun you to death. They're a fantastic basketball team. What do you guys think? JD?
Yeah, just like you said, man. Well, you just said this without saying the words, but they play team ball.
Yeah, 100%.
And actually, like, they just do it very well. And they found out what actually works for them, and that's pace.
Yep.
They just basically go as just as fast as they can, and it actually just works. I mean,
Tyrese, I think you mean, but yes, it's Benjamin. I agree.
As far as the finals, as far as like if the finals are what we think it's going to be, then that's going to be interesting. It's going to be very very interesting. But I mean, yes. They are good though, and actually they're a young team, and they're just. I don't think they're like as far as the moment. It doesn't seem like it's really hit them.
Yeah.
Yet, and they're just still playing kind of free, and they're just getting it done. So.
They've been fantastic. Best way to put it. All right, boys. Well, let's get into some of today's MLB slate. We have first pitch in just over an hour. You guys ready to dive in?
Let's do it.
Let's do it, boys. First MLB game we're breaking down today is going to be the Dodgers taking on the Gardos. Pitching for the Dodgers, Clayton Kershaw. He's 0-0 on the year with a 7.5 ERA. But as we all know, he's only pitched in 6 innings this year so far. He's allowed 5 hits, 4 walks, and 1 homer in those 6 innings. For the Guardians, it's still listed as undecided as their starter, which is very odd here. They have that on the sportsbook undecided. They have it on ESPN as undecided. It does look like on FanDuel they're saying it's Allard going today, and I do hope that is the case because he's not exactly the best pitcher they have in their system. JD, I'm going to start with you. Dodgers are a massive favorite. Is this a potential parlay piece for you? And whoever follows me already sees that I put out a free play on this game already. So we'll start with JD. What do you like?
Yeah, man. This line has been moving quite a bit. This actually morning when I capped the game, the Dodgers were like minus 135. They're up in like minus 170 range now. But that's because which everybody knew this like first thing this morning. So I don't know why the line is just moving now, but actually this is going to be a bullpen game. There's what this is. And the Dodgers bats, they have gotten going. And actually the first 2 games of this series, they've scored 7 and 9 runs. As far as specifically off the Guardians bullpen, they have already scored 9 runs.
Yep.
And now you get the Guardians bullpen the entire game. Two of the better arms are actually not going to go to actually day. yes, you have to lean the Dodgers way, but I'm not even going to focus on that. Just give me those Dodgers bats. Give me their team total over 4.5 runs. I think today that they can put up at least 5.
I like it. I like it. I'll jump in here quickly, then we'll let Hefe go. This is my parlay of the day, first leg. I do believe the Dodgers will get this done without any issues here. We're not covering the second game, so I did parlay the Mets and the Dodgers. You can currently get that at a plus 130 on FanDuel. That is my free parlay of the day. Hefe, what you got? Oh,
Yeah,
boy.
I mean,
Oh, boy.
what?
Oh,
Oh,
you know who just showed up writing a fucking book.
okay.
I'm so sorry. I'm very happy for you, Jake, or I'm sorry, whatever happened. I'm not reading that.
I'm not reading that either. The Dodgers, yeah, I mean, the bullpen game against the Dodgers, bats been pretty good. JD kind of put it perfectly without the, the relievers, their top relievers being even available for today's game. So I think it definitely is a Dodgers play. I like your angle, putting the Dodgers in a parlay piece. I even like the angle of taking the Dodgers on the run line at -1.5. Little weary that Kershaw, still hasn't really, I don't want to say put together a good performance, but probably exactly that, put together a full game, good performance, because the Guardians bats are pesky. So I actually really, my favorite play that I heard that I wasn't even thinking about is what JD said, and I got to kind of side with that and kind of take that from him. I really like that Dodgers over 4.5.
Yeah, I think that's going to hit as well. I think the Dodgers are going to score a ton of runs, and I think Clayton Kershaw is going to look a little bit more like Clayton Kershaw that we're used to. All right, boys. Well, let's keep it rolling. Second game we're breaking down today is going to be the Braves taking on the Phillies. Yesterday, one of my free plays, my biggest play of the day was the Phillies, so very happy they got that done 2-0. But it was a close game, closer than I thought it would be. JD, your Braves have lost 4 of their last 5 games. Not exactly ideal. On the other side, the Phillies have won 4 of their last 5 games. Pitching matchup in this game is a decent one. We have A.J. Smith-Shawver. He's 3-2 on the year with a 3.67 ERA. And for the Phillies, we have Zach Wheeler, their guy, who's 6-1 on the year with a 2.4 ERA. JD, what do you like in this game? And I also believe we have a little info from you for this one as well.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, man, this game. Yeah, the Braves are, they're finally getting their guys back. But you can tell that they need to, play an actual few games. I'm definitely looking to bet on the Braves here soon. Definitely not this game though.
Yeah, 100%.
The Braves on the road, they have not been good. They are 9-19. The Phillies are just playing really good ball currently. I believe in their last 10, I believe they're 9-1. And then as far as the pitchers on the mound, the Phillies have such a big edge here. It's a huge edge. I don't even want to tell y'all what I have this game priced at because I am so far off. This is my biggest edge of the day by far. This is Phillies, I think, in every single way that you could possibly bet them.
We're going to get into this, Jake, by the way. We are going to get into this in a minute. We do have the weather report coming.
Yeah, and what I did was actually parlay this game, and that's that is with another game coming up. But yeah, just like Jake said, as of the weather report currently, it is looking like this game may not even be played.
Wait, whoa. JD's weatherman report. JD, break it down.
Yeah, man, it is raining there now, and it honestly looks like it's going to rain the entire day and actually through the night. So I am really not sure if this game gets played. As far as my bets are actually in though, so if the weather does somehow break and actually they can get this game in, like we're good. But there is definitely a good chance that this game does not get played.
Yeah, that's what I wanted you to get into when I alluded in the intro that you have some info on this game. I've also locked the Phillies in today. It is my favorite play of the day at -150. I sent it out a couple hours ago. But yet again, we're waiting to see if this one does go. We are expecting a pretty bad weather day in Philly, so we'll see if this game can be played. Hefe, anything from you?
Layoff spot here, guys. I don't like this line. I think it should be way higher price on the Phillies. I understand the weather's a factor. If this game does somehow get played, just feel like it might be a little bit of a trap. So I'm going to lay off. But I think more than likely, it's not going to get played. That weather that's in Philly is rough. It's coming to New York, I think, later on tonight and into tomorrow. So, yeah.
Yep. 100%. We're going to get it as well. And footy, I do see here you put it's Paul Skeens Day. We're not covering that game today, so I want to let you know and everyone else know under 7.5 is on my VIP card for the Pirates game today. If you're trying to get
you're probably never going to hear me say this the rest of the season, but take the Pirates.
Yeah, I do think they're going to win the game as well, which is really odd. This show, I don't think we've ever said the Pirates are a good play. So interesting there, JD. I'm with you 1,000%, unfortunately. Well, let's keep it moving, boys. The next game we're going to be breaking down today is going to be the Yankees and the Angels. It's going to be our final MLB game of the day. Interesting pitching matchup here. We have Clark Schmidt going for the Yanks. He's 1-2 with a 4.5 ERA, but he has looked better as of late. On the other side, we have Yusei Kikuchi. Kikuchi on the year is 1-4 with a 3.1 ERA. It's got to be really frustrating for Kikuchi, man. 1-4, but only has a 3.1 ERA. They do not hit when he is on the bump for this team. Hefe, I know we got screwed a little bit with that Yanks minus 1.5 yesterday. Devin Williams, we can't stand you. Who cares? New day. What do you like? Yanks, Angels.
Nervous because I always hate backing in the last game of when the last game of a series when the road team takes the first two and they're still super favored to take the third. Like, unless it's the Colorado Rockies, I'm not going to blindly bet it. And the Colorado Rockies right now, you can't even get a 1.5 run line on them anymore.
It's insane.
It's actually comical that the now status quo is 2.5, 3.5. But regardless, I lean the Yankees. I would look for them to be a parlay piece more than taking them on the run line. But this is giving possibly an underplay here as well. Getaway game for the Yanks, I believe. I'm not positive they play tomorrow, but I believe they do.
I'm checking right now, so we'll have confirmation in 2 seconds.
And they've been on the road for a minute now from Oakland, Sacramento to Anaheim here. So it is an off day tomorrow. They're going to take on the Dodgers starting on the 30th, so they can use everyone tonight. The bullpen will be used. So the bats will be good. That is a little bit of a difference because it's actually not even a getaway game.
Exactly. That's my point I was going to get to. No travel. There's no
pretty
travel.
Sure those arenas are like an hour or so between each other. I don't know. I'm not from Cali. I don't know how Anaheim is to Los Angeles, but
they moved from Anaheim years ago. They're both Los Angeles.
No, they changed the name, buddy. I don't think they ever moved the stadium.
Really? They just stayed in Anaheim but changed the name?
Yeah.
I know they're about 45 minutes apart, the stadium. So either way, no travel.
It's Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim, guys. Come on.
Same thing.
How do you guys not know this?
It's the same thing.
Anyway, oh man, I have a sneeze coming. That's not good. In that case, with it being a complete off day for the Yankees tomorrow and no travel, I would actually be more inclined to take the Yankees, but I would look for them to be a parlay piece, maybe with the Dodgers, to be honest with you.
I don't mind that. I'm taking them on the run line. Yesterday, the Yankees were one of my parlay pieces for the parlay that we cashed. It was Yankees-Mets. But today, I do think they will be able to hit Kikuchi a little bit. Like we said, they are going to be able to use their entire lineup tonight. They'll be able to use their entire bullpen because they will be able to rest tomorrow before gearing up for the Dodgers series. So for me, I'm definitely going to be on the Yankees on the minus 1.5, especially because you can get that at a plus 105, like taking the plus money here. Exactly what I'm playing. JD, what you got?
Yeah, man. It's really, like, as far as this Angels team this season, what you've noticed is they're either really hot or they're either really cold. There's really no like middle ground there. And currently they were just like last week on actually one of those really hot streaks, and now they've cooled way off.
Yeah.
And where the Yanks, they are playing good ball, and actually they're like scoring runs. They're like doing it all currently. As far as like the Cooch, like you were talking about, man, his numbers, they don't look that bad.
They're not bad. They're not. But there's the thing is he's walking a lot of guys. Mm-hmm. So he's just getting out of jams. But isn't that what he's always done? He's always been a guy who's danced with disaster with his control. He's always been like that.
But his numbers are not normally this good.
I agree. You're definitely right about that.
So I think that he's going to end up giving up some more runs. He's going to end up getting hit. And actually some of these walks, I mean, I believe he's walked 4 batters and actually both of his last 2 games. Yeah. I mean, that is going to catch up. I mean, it actually just is. And actually tonight, I could definitely see that being that night. And then like the Angels currently, like I said, just because when they get cold, they're cold. They're kind of a team that I'm just looking to just fade. So yeah, give me the Yankees. Give me them on the run line.
Absolutely love it. Well, let's cash it together, JD. Maybe a little collab coming for us because we're
Yeah.
both on the same play. Let's get it. All right, boys. We're moving on to the NBA. This might be the fastest show we've ever did as a 3-man game, but I think everyone likes it because we have a ton of people still here. There's 750 of you still rocking with us. We appreciate every single one of you. We're going to dive right in to the NBA. The game we're breaking down is the only one on the slate. We have the T-Wolves, we have the Thunder, and we all know what's going on in this series. It's the same thing as the other series, a 3-1 lead, OKC with a chance to close it out at home tonight. So a little bit different than the Knicks series because the Knicks have a chance at home in the next game. Hefe, over to you. Any player props, side, total, what you got in the T-Wolves Thunder?
Yeah, I'll give my take on the game real quick. The Thunder are the Thunder. We don't got to go into detail about what they are, their style of play, and how impressive they are, especially on defense. Their ability just to man up and play exceptional defense is probably the reason they're going to win a championship and be formidable in the very near future for years to come. Tonight, I do expect a back against the wall mentality from the T-Wolves, though. I truly do. I'm not telling you they will win because I don't believe they'll win, but I think they will absolutely put their heads down and do whatever it takes, get scrappy, jump on the floor, do whatever it takes, drive to the hole, get everybody involved. And I think for them to play their best game, their best player has to play their best game. And so my favorite play from this game is Anthony Edwards over 27.5 points. I think it's a high total, and I think that's on purpose to steer you away from it. But I think you're going to see an Ant Edwards that is involved in the offense, putting up a lot more shots than he did in definitely the last game, where I think he only attempted 2 shots in the first half. I think you're going to see him involved early and often, both as a shooter and a facilitator. So that's my I'm staying away from a side here 100%, David. I agree. You're never going to get it. You're going to have to wait for the after show.
You have to pay a lot of money for that photo. You can't afford that.
That's a lot of money. Check out my OnlyFans. That's where I sneeze for money.
Yep.
But anyway, my favorite play is Anthony Edwards over 27.5 points here. I think your best player has to be your best player. Randall's way too inconsistent. It's gonna be Edwards' ball tonight. So that's my favorite play from this game. Anthony Edwards over 27.5 points.
I agree with you, and you could actually get that currently at 26.5 on FanDuel, minus 114.
Right.
So that line's dropped a little bit, and I think he's going to be the guy who's going to be taking over this game. Do I think it's going to be a good game for the Timberwolves? I don't. Do I think the Thunder are going to come out and blow them out of the water, kind of like what David said a minute ago? Let me put it back on the screen here. David, I agree with you. The line is telling you everything you need to know about this game. Minus 8.5 screams that OKC is going to win this in a blowout. I'm playing that as well. I think OKC will win this by 20-plus points. Truthfully, I think if the T-Wolves go down big, they're going to get frustrated. They're not going to be able to rally themselves back in the game. And when you go up against a defense that's formidable like OKC, it's very difficult to get yourselves back in the game. They have the MVP in SGA. He'll have a big game as well. And I do think we will see a monster performance out of OKC tonight. So give me OKC minus the 8.5. But Hefe, I also agree with you. I do think Ant-Man will go over 26.5 points as well. JD, my guy, what you got?
Guys, the last game, the Wolves gave it their everything, man.
Yeah.
They gave it all. And then it was a good game. I mean, if you just look at the box score, and you would think that actually they would won that game.
Yep.
And I just think that after that, now being down 3-1, now having to go on the road here, I just don't see them. Maybe the first half, I kind of see them putting up some fight, but the Thunder they're just clearly the actual better team here. Everybody knows it. So as actually far as that parlay piece that I was talking about earlier, this is the other one. So as far as the Phillies, if you put the Phillies with OKC, you can actually get a plus 110.
I like that.
I actually thought that was a great price.
So do I.
I will have to say also, as far as the over here, I do like that also because if you notice the last game, the Thunder went small, and it worked well. They were putting up points. They were scoring. And tonight, if actually they play that same way, then this total is definitely going to go over. It's just going to be do they actually do that?
100%.
So that's why I'm not actually going to bet this. But if you see them doing that to start the game, there would definitely be a live button play.
100%. 100%. Any props you like on this game before we dive into our best bets?
To be honest, man, I didn't even look into any props here. I just like that one play so much. I just didn't even look into it.
I can appreciate and respect that. All right, boys. Fastest show ever. We're flying. You guys ready to get into a little best bets? Give the people what they're here for.
Let's do it.
Yes, sir.
Let's do it, boys. Hefe, you're going to kick us off. How many you have today? 1, 2, 9. How many best
I-
bets?
I got one, guys, and it's from a baseball game that we did not speak about, an obscure one. A's and Astros. Astros have been playing fantastic. The A's have been playing horrible. Severino has not been good. Lance McCullers, who's starting for the Astros, I believe this is going to be his third start this season. Don't quote me on that, but I believe I'm right. Before that, he hasn't pitched for I want to say at least a full season, maybe even upwards of 1.5 seasons. Either way, whenever you have a situation like that where you're not on the mound in a long time, you're going to have a little bit of a time period where you got to get back to it. Well, and there's no better time for him to get back to his old self than today against the Athletics. You're getting them at -150. I'm rolling with the Astros here.
So I did just pull it up. It's kind of crazy. So in 2021, McCullers had 28 starts. In 2022, he had 8 starts. And this year, today will be his 5th. But he didn't pitch from 22 to 25 at all.
Yeah.
So kind of crazy. You're absolutely right. He went years out of the game trying to recover from his injury. So very interesting there. Love
This is his 5th start this year. I thought he only had 12 innings pitched.
No, this is his 5th. I mean, maybe he came into the bullpen. Let me see.
I was about to say, yeah.
No, he went 4 innings on May 4th, and then he had another start on May 10th. He was able to only get through a third. He allowed 7 runs and only got 1 out in that game. He did start that. Then he pitched 4 innings. Then he pitched 4 2/3. So, yep, he's only pitched 12 innings on the year, and this is going to be his 5th start, which is crazy.
Wow. That's pretty crazy.
Crazy.
So what you're saying is he's due.
He's due. He's been due since 2022, baby. Let's see a big McCullers game today. I only have one best bet, I believe. Yeah, I only have one. It's going to be the Philly. No, I have 2. I lied. I have the Phillies on the money line at -150. Hopefully that goes. And we have OKC minus the 8.5. JD, what do you got? Close us out and let's get the fuck out of here.
Mine is pretty simple. You just take your actually best bets that you just said, and you just combine those.
I love that.
Give me the Phillies. Give me OKC. Give me a +110. Absolutely love that play.
Love it, love it, love it. And David, he is from the exact town you live in. That's the information I will give you. Same as me. All right, boys. Well, today's been a fantastic show. We broke down the MLB. We broke down a little NBA. We talked about the fucking Knicks. And we gave out some good wins. JD, do what you do and get us the fuck out of here.
Guys, I hope everybody has a great day. Let's all win. Let's make some money. Looking forward to actually tomorrow's games. I think we have a really good slate there. But as far as tonight goes, guys, let's fucking win.
Let's fucking win, guys. You know the vibes. Let's keep it rolling. JD, I had to get the graphic up there because it says Wednesday. We're back with the right verbiage, and we'll be back tomorrow. Same time, same place. We appreciate every single one of you. Peace out.